So we're talking about someone who's really down, right? Someone with a strong sense of self-doubt. Basically, we're talking about someone who's really deep in that dark place, right? When it comes to approaching or interacting with people who have depression, it can be really tough. I often wonder, how should I handle it? Can I even do it well? I feel like I lack the skills to do so. Well, dear.
It's a struggle. What should I do? I feel speechless. It's a long process. I walk and many people deal with this. When we talk about connecting, I thought about it since my teenage years. To connect, I need to improve myself and understand their position. I think about how they navigate life and want to create safety for them. We used to call it a utopia, but I'm creating a space for them to relax and live authentically. I've been working on this and making connections, and it's not a struggle for me. I've had that mindset from the beginning. In order to interact with such people, it is reassuring to first do things that make society a better place, and then think about what position they hold in relation to such people and what kind of life they will have in society.
Back in the day, we used to call it a utopia. I'm creating a relaxing, authentic space. I've been creating that environment and connecting. My personality is normal, not out of place. With high energy, connecting with others is easy. Dealing with similar people is easy. Ueda-san might find it tougher. I have plans for 5 years ahead.
So rather than this, it's more usual or something like that. I'm someone who's pretty high energy, so thinking about things with others isn't a struggle for me at all. I mean, 𝗔𝗫𝐶𝗶𝗲 isn't like that, right? When it comes to dealing with the same kind of people, I find it easy. I think Ueda-san might find it a bit tougher than I do. Well, I've been working on this, and just yesterday, I laid out the entire schedule up until 2021. So I have plans mapped out for about 5 years ahead.
2 years ago, I planned a 10-year schedule. Now I'm refining this year's plan. I've outlined 5 years.
So now I'm figuring out what to do this year. I've got a 30-minute plan in place, and I'm reworking everything. Just yesterday, I laid out plans for the next 5 years in Hokkaido. That means starting from this year. I'll be going in July and again in September. The projects are moving forward one after another. And if I don't keep track, it could end up being a financial mess. That's why I'm planning everything well in advance. I see what Brazil needs. Yesterday, planned it all. Plan ahead to avoid trouble. I did this in one day, seeing the future. Anticipate with others. I'm involved now, stepping back soon. After years, I'm facing it again, thinking ahead. So if you don't look ahead and plan, you won't see what's coming. No doubt it will cause trouble for everyone. It's going to be a hassle for us too. Well, when it comes to interacting with someone like that, I'm always thinking ahead. I'm already seeing the whole space and what's going to happen down the line. I'm busy, and it's been years since I began. I won't do it again. I've done enough, and here I am again. Though the start is similar, I've thought years ahead. Anyway, I have the answers. When I speak to them, I know the outcome. I've done it mentally, so working backward, I see their words are late. I know what's happening, so as I listen, I think, is this right or off?
Everything is prepared. I have all the answers ready. When I talk to that person, I know how it will end. I can see where the conversation is headed, and since I've mapped it out, what they're saying now feels late. I already know what's going on, so while I'm listening, I'm thinking, is this right, or is something off? They notice that too. I can read the situation ahead of time. The main thing for me is to be helpful. I want to know how I can support them, and that's all there is to it. From that perspective,
I can see how to move forward. That's right, because we know that the other side will notice. That's why I read on. And the next number is number 4. So the very first thing is, I want to be helpful. I want to help and see what I can do. That's all there is to it. If you look from there, you can go further.
That idea is really important, and I get that not understanding something is part of my own learning process.
So when it comes to answering questions, I might give 2 answers. I've done that ahead of time, so it ends up like that. I really want to help others. I've already done it ahead of time, so that's just how it turns out. So I want to do things that help others. I want to be an answer to what people are seeking. It's rewarding to have an impact on people. Dad, pro wrestling. To do that, in such cases,